You've tried timeouts, you've done the reward charts, maybe even laminated them, put little star stickers next to their name and celebrated when they filled a row. You've taken away screens, added more screens as a reward, taken them away again. You've counted to 3 and then figured out what to do when you got to 3. You've explained things calmly. You've explained things not so calmly. You've tried bribery. So if you stop crying right now, then we can go get ice cream on the way home. No judgment. We've all been there. And yet you're here, having the same arguments, the same meltdowns, the same battles on repeat week after week. Today I want to tell you why, and I promise it's probably not what you think. Let me just name some things out loud, and tell me in the comments if any of these sound familiar. Timeouts, sending them to their room until they calm down, taking away toys or privileges, no iPad for a week, counting to 3 and hoping something changes before you get there, sticker charts, reward systems, behavior boards on the fridge. If you can get 10 stars, then you can pick a special activity. You put in real effort to make those charts, and they worked, probably for about 11 days. Bribing. Not judging. I've done it too. If you stop crying right now, I'll literally buy you anything you want moment in the middle of a store. Explaining, reasoning with a child who is not in a place to reason, sitting down with them and calmly walking them through why what they did was not okay while they stare at the ceiling or pick at their sock. Googling every new problem and trying whatever the top result says, and then Googling the same thing again 6 months later because it didn't stick. If any of that sounds familiar, I want to say something to you directly. You are not doing it wrong. You are doing exactly what you were told to do. You're trying everything you know. But here's why it keeps not working. Reason number 1. Every one of these strategies is reactive, not proactive. So think about what all of these strategies have in common. Timeout. That's a response to a behavior that has already happened. Reward chart. That's tracking behavior that already happened. Taking away privilege. Consequence for behavior that already happened. Every tool in the traditional parenting toolkit is a response. You're always playing defense. There's really no system working in the background to prevent the behavior from starting in the first place. So you're constantly putting out fires and wondering why there are always more fires. Reason 2, they require constant enforcement, and kids know it. So here's what happens with reward charts and consequence systems. They work when you're watching, when the chart is fresh, and when the stakes feel real, and when you're consistent about following through. And then life gets busy. You miss a few days, the chart gets buried under a permission slip, and behavior reverts. So kids who are only behaviorally compliant when a consequence is on the table, they're not building internal motivation. They're not learning self-regulation. They're learning to perform for the chart. And the moment that you stop enforcing, the behavior comes back. This means you're not raising a child who can manage themselves. You're running a compliance operation, and that is exhausting. Reason 3, they treat symptoms, not causes. So this is the big one. The behavior you're trying to stop, the tantrum, the defiance, the backtalk, the refusal, that behavior is communication. Your child's brain is telling you something. It's telling you something about their developmental stage, something about what they're capable of and not capable of at their stage, something about their need for connection, their stress level, their nervous system, something about what's missing in the moment. When you address these symptoms without understanding what's underneath it, the symptom doesn't go away. It just finds another form. The tantrum becomes eye-rolling. The meltdown becomes shutting down. The defiance just gets quieter and more creative. You haven't solved the problem. You've just moved it. So here's the counterintuitive answer, and I want you to really hear this. Stop looking for a better strategy. That's it. That's the shift. The problem was never that you had the wrong consequence or the wrong reward system or the wrong script for a meltdown. The problem is that no strategy works consistently without understanding what's underneath the behavior in the first place. Understanding your child's brain is the foundation. Understanding what they're developmentally capable of at their age. Understanding what their behavior is actually communicating. Understanding what's happening in their nervous system in that moment. That understanding is what changes your response before you even open your mouth. When you have that understanding, you stop being caught off guard. You stop reacting. You stop taking behavior personally. And the tools, the actual strategies for what to say and what to do, they start working because now they're built on something real. Everything else comes after. The strategies, the responses, the language, all of it becomes clearer and more effective once you have the foundational layer underneath. That's the system I teach, not a better consequence, a complete framework, starting with why. I want to give you a quick self-check. 4 questions, answer them honestly. First, does my child's behavior only improve when I'm actively enforcing? When the chart is fresh, when the consequence is new, when I'm paying close attention, and then slide back the moment my attention goes elsewhere. Second, are we having the same arguments every single week? Is it the same battles on Monday that it was 3 Mondays ago? Same trigger, same escalation, same aftermath. Third, do I feel like I'm always in enforcement mode, but nothing is actually changing long term? Like I'm working incredibly hard, staying consistent, doing all the right things, and still not seeing the shift I'm hoping for. And fourth, this is the one that ties everything together. When my child does something that pushes my buttons, do I know why they're doing it? Not just they're being difficult or they're tired, but actually understand what's happening developmentally, what their brain is capable of at this age, and what that behavior is telling me. Or am I mostly reacting and hoping for the best? If you answered yes to any of those first 3 or no to the 4th, I want you to hear this. You don't have a behavior problem. You have a system gap, and that is completely fixable. The strategies you've been using weren't wrong because you applied them incorrectly. They were incomplete. They were missing the foundational layer, the understanding of child development and brain science that makes everything else make sense. Once you have that layer, the strategies stop feeling like guesswork. They start feeling like a language that you finally know how to speak. I'm hosting a free workshop. It's all about how to get your kids to listen and cooperate without yelling or pushing them away. And in it, I'll walk you through the complete system I'm talking about, the 5 C's to amazing parenting. Not a tips list, not a new strategy to add to the pile, a complete research-backed framework that covers every area of parenting behavior. And it's free. If today's video resonated with you, if you recognize yourself in any of those strategies or answered yes to any of those self-check questions, this workshop is your next step. The link to grab your spot is in the description below. Comment workshop to let me know that I'll see you there.